Now that you've spent all of this time gathering up little snapshots and you're trying to make a message out of the mess of photographs in your box, we're going to talk about some different ways that you can do it. A photo scribing is one photo on one page, and then you just write about that photo, describing it. The hard part of that is throwing away all of the other 2,000 pictures of Disneyland that you're not using. This is a spiral bound one just done at Kinko's, and this particular one is called Healing Hands, and it goes back 7 generations of healers in my family. Here's one that I bought because it's my husband's family, the James Stewart family. And we're going to come up. Some of these are hardbound books. This is a real interesting one. This was one we bought at a family reunion. It's called The Big Red Book. And then we got a letter the next year from the family organization that said, whoops, the people that she followed on that line, she followed the wrong line. That isn't our family at all. So here's one that I've done, the Helm family history, and it just is a short synopsis of each of our, the brothers and sisters of my father. This is one I think is really interesting. This was, there's nothing on the front, there's nothing on the back, but this was my husband's grandfather, and he hand wrote, he was a lay pastor for the, I can't remember, some Christian church, some non-denominational Christian church. And he hand wrote all of these notes on the backs of sermons. So we had a box full of notes. And one of his granddaughters typed it up and sent us a copy of it. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it's 500 pages long. And I put it all, punch holed it, gave it to my husband and said, I want you to read this. This is about your grandfather. And he got to, he got to page 26 and said, that is so boring. I would rather, I'd rather drink a cup of tar than finish that. So who's going to do that? This is a fun one that was brought to one of my memoir writing class, and I love this especially. I have to read you the front of it just because, and it combines recipes, but just because I love it, it says, note to the reader, I left most of the misspellings in the letters that were submitted as they show local color of the time they were written. All other mistakes will be contributed to the illiterate members of the family. So go back to school, call me later. I assume no responsibility for any part of this mess. Brian Young. Isn't that cute? And here's one that I wrote for a woman in transition who was ready to go on her next great adventure. And we called it The Homecoming. And the reason we did is because they were very, very poor when they were first married. But everywhere they went, she made it into a home, including the back of a truck. It was a panel truck, and she put up curtains and a little rug. This is the one I've already showed you. This was my granddaughter's. This is one that someone gave from shoeboxes to books, writing great personal histories. There's a million ways you can do this, and right now is the best time in history to do it. If you record it, you can send it to a place called Fiverr or Upwork.com, and you can have it transcribed for $5 a page, and it's well worth it. You can have it edited. So you don't have to do all that work. The other thing that is really easy for you to do is do an audiobook. Just record it just like we're talking right now. And then you can send it to Fiverr. They will strip off the video and they will transcribe your words. Then you can correct it. You can do whatever you want to. The thing I want to leave you with is just do it. Just do it. You will find that this is the most therapeutic and spiritual work you will have ever done in your life. And I promise you that your descendants will bless you forever for leaving this for them. This is the ultimate gift, is the sharing of your values, your beliefs, and who you are. So thank you for being with me on this trip. And I also want to make sure that you understand that you can contact me at judyhwright.com. I do one-on-ones, and I would be more than happy to assist you, or you can take a series of, I have some packages and I can work with you one-on-one, or I can do it for you. But I don't think you need me. I think you have enough here to just really get going. Thanks so much, and happy writing.